Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys that are new, welcome. My name is Pinky, and teaching you witchcraft and tarot is what I do. For those of you guys returning, welcome back, my loves. Here we are going to do the monthly, or the middle of the month, love reading for all zodiac signs. I want to wish every single Libra out there brightest of blessings on this return of the sun for you guys. May you be bestowed with blessings and health. Let's get into it. Let's see what is going on for all the zodiac signs. We're going to begin with Libra, as it is Libra season. If you guys are interested in any personal consultations, any type of spell work, or our 21 main character course, you can find all of that on the description link below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you guys can get notified of the most recent videos going up. I have tons of new spell videos coming through for you guys, as well as readings, as well as manifestation videos as well. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance for the remainder of October 2025. Are you guys ready for Hallows Eve? We're so excited over here. We're pretty stoked. If you guys celebrate, comment below. Let me know what you guys are planning to do. All right, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's see what's going on with Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Here we go. Libra, let's see what you can expect for the remainder of the month. Let's see what is unfolding for you guys. All right, Libra. So what I'm seeing here for some of you guys, there's been a bit of inconsistent communication with the person that you're dealing with or the person that you're seeing. There is a transformation that's happening in your relationship, almost like a renewal. So for some of you guys, if you've been going through difficulties or feeling like you guys are not on the same page, I feel like the reason for this is because both of you, meaning you and your person, have been carrying a lot of, a lot of resentment towards one another, and it's coming to the forefront so that there could be some type of renewal. Now, for some of you guys, it could be that you're choosing to walk away and closing the door on this and embrace a new beginning. But for a lot of you, the majority of you, what I'm seeing is a renewal of the connection that you're currently in. I do see that you may be dealing with a dynamic where it's very intense, very explosive, maybe a little bit obsessive. And it's a give and take. So I feel like you feed off of that energy and they feed off of that energy as well. There's a bit of possessiveness here in this connection. And that could be what is unfolding right now. So if you guys have been feeling like you're disconnected or not really, like I said, not understanding each other, it's because you guys are suppressing a lot of your fears or insecurities. And then when your person triggers that, there's almost this immediate need to defend yourself or defend your stance. Instead of expressing or fully expressing what you guys are feeling or what you guys are being bothered by, one towards the other. It's almost like trying to dominate the situation. So there's a lot of stubbornness here. But again, like I said, there's a feeding of energy, meaning they're mirroring you or you're mirroring them. And this can very easily be balanced by having open communication and also allowing yourself to be vulnerable when it comes to this connection. And what I mean by that is both of you guys are carrying fears of vulnerability. So that's where the obsession, that's where the controlling type of issues start to happen. And instead of vocalizing it, it's almost like dotting down, every time they F up and they're doing the same thing. Instead of, like I said, instead of vocalizing, instead of communicating. So there is a feeling, or I should say there's a fear of being vulnerable to one another. And this is an obstacle that can easily be, overcome if you're able to step into this connection, allowing yourself to be vulnerable or being honest. And I feel like the moment you're able to do that, Libra, your partner is going to feel safer to actually open up or to actually express what they're feeling or express what they really want, instead of playing mind games or instead of trying to, read each other and just assume, because that's what's coming through. There's a lot of assumptions. There is a lot of possessive issues, insecurities, And it's almost like you guys are kind of mirroring each other's insecurities. So that's why it flares up. And there's been a lot of situations that have put this connection in jeopardy. And I can see the pain and I can see the hurt in this process. But again, I feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that both of you guys are mirroring each other, because both of you guys are carrying these unhealed traumas from past experiences, okay? All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance for the month of October 2025. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, some of you Scorpios may be dealing with a Libra, as some of the cards that I just pulled out for Libra are showing up here in your reading. Now, what I'm seeing here is a lot of you Scorpios right now may be feeling like you are taking inventory of the relationship, of what you guys have been through, of what you've invested in this connection. I feel like you may be dealing with heartbreak or some type of disappointment. There is almost a feeling of really being let down. And I think it has more to do with being let down because of the expectations you had for this person, or what it's almost like you fell for what you've seen they could become versus the reality of it. There is a transition that you're currently going through right now, Scorpio. I see you guys very much in your head. It's almost like what I'm sensing is you are internalizing, is it worth the continuation of this connection, of this relationship? And if it is, things have to change. Things can no longer be the way they were. There is a massive need for transformation to be able to change the dynamic in this connection. Now, for others of you, it is culminating or getting to the decision of knowing that it's time to walk away because it's become a bit toxic. And again, there's almost this feeling like you are internalizing a lot. There is a lot of emotions that are happening. But again, I feel like there's this feeling of disappointment, or there's this feeling of, not wanting to continue with the dynamic that it's been up until now. So for some of you guys, as an example, if you've been dealing with the person for a long time and there's no solid foundation there, you're coming to the realization that, okay, so if we move forward, it has to be solidified. It has to be official. This can no longer be what it's been up until now. For others of you, it's realizing you've invested a lot in this connection and you're still not getting any returns back. You're not getting your person to meet you halfway. So there is a distinction between, for some of you guys, I'm sensing like you've been deliberately debating whether to walk away from this connection or not. And for a lot of you guys, I do see you guys walking away. I see you guys, choosing a new path, choosing a new beginning. You have two aces in this reading. So there is possibility for renewal for some of you guys. Like I said, if the dynamic does change. However, I feel like you're at a point where you're wanting clarity, Scorpio. You're wanting clarity, and also you're wanting to know, does this have the potential for something, long-term? Is this something that is going to be endured? And for a lot of you guys, based on the situation or the connection, I feel like there's lack of stability there. So that's what you guys are debating or deliberating on. Are they going to step up? And if they're not, I see you guys walking away. For others of you, I see a renewal in this connection where you guys have to bring, the elephant, talk about the elephant in the room and solidify the connection. It's time to transform it. It's time to take it to the next level. But being truthful and being honest so that there is no misguidance in this connection. I feel like there's, you know, and for some of you guys, it's that you've been debating to walk away from this connection because you feel like you've outgrown this connection, but there's this still this fear around ending it or walking away, because for some of you guys, it's the comfortability. For others of you, it's that you've been in this connection or in this relationship for a very long time. Even if you're married, you may be feeling this right now. It's almost like kind of debating. Now, for a minimal of you guys, you may be struggling with embracing a new beginning and walking away from this connection where you've been with this person for quite a while. As I do see a third energy here, it's not for all of you, but it's for some of you. There is almost like this renewal of a new opportunity or something that recently rekindled, and you're trying to figure out, should you embrace this new beginning, or should you, you know, let that opportunity go and stay where you're at. But the ultimate message here for you guys is, if you're feeling like there needs a change that needs to happen in this connection, you're definitely right, and you're being spiritually inclined to make that decision, to make the decision of the transformation, even if it means having that difficult, uncomfortable conversation. But it's necessary, because if you choose to not to change the dynamic, it's only going to lead to disappointment, Scorpio. All right? All right, my lovelies. Wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the remainder of October 2025. Let's see what's going on with Saggies out there. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Let's see, Sagittarius, what's going on with you guys. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Saggy. Let's see what's going on with you guys for the remainder of October 2025. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. So there's a lot of confusion going on in this connection, Sagittarius. You may feel like you're a bit impatient, or maybe you've been too patient, where at this point you are really wanting to know exactly where you stand with the person that you're dealing with. Are they going to put in the effort? Are they going to really solidify this connection? I'm not going to lie. I see a lot of scattered energy, and that scattered energy is coming off as, you know, the person you're dealing with not knowing exactly what it is that they want. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's giving me very much the vibes of like entertaining other possibilities. And I see you very frustrated about this, Sagittarius, but here's the thing. This is the crazy part, right? I feel like you can turn around the situation very quickly the moment you realize what you deserve. So it's almost like there's a feeling of you questioning if what you're asking for or what you're expecting from your partner, like you're questioning if that's a lot, or if they made you feel like you need a lot, or you require a lot, or you're just needy, right? That's what's coming through. It's almost like they've made you feel, now it doesn't have to be the person you're dealing with right now. It could be that you come from that experience of having partners that made you feel like you were too much. And again, like I said, this dynamic can quickly change the moment you realize that you're not asking for too much. That it's not too much to ask for consistency. It's not too much to ask for clarity. It's not too much to ask for stability. And if they're not able to provide that for you, doesn't matter how magnetic you guys are towards each other. And what I mean by that is I see a lot of fire energy here with the Knight of Wands and and the King of Wands, which indicates to me like explosive chemistry, but that sometimes could be misleading, right? And it almost feels faded, but it has more to do with the fact that the chemistry or the sexual energy is very heightened with this person, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the person for you. So again, if you've been feeling like your person or the person you're dealing with is been very inconsistent, or if you've noticed that they like just sporadically pick up fights that are, or arguments that are petty arguments, it's because they've become aware that that gives them the space to go and entertain or to go and look around. So there is this feeling of rejecting the wanting to show up for you fully, Sagittarius. And again, like I said, I feel like this has more to do with your fears of what you've experienced in the past. If you can recalibrate your energy, Sagittarius, and what I mean by that is knowing your worth, knowing that whatever it is you require from your person, you're not asking for too much, because the person that's for you is going to meet you in that same space. Okay? Even if you're the most difficult person on earth, if that person is for you, they're going to meet your needs, period. So again, if you can recalibrate your energy and remember who the F you are, remember what you deserve, and also be willing to walk away from this person if they're not going to meet your standards. By you doing this, you're recalibrating the energy, and this person is quickly going to lose their fear of commitment and fully give you the commitment you're looking for, or the clarity that you're looking for, or the stability or the consistency that you've been looking for, Sagittarius. All right, my lovelies. All right, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Capricorns. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance for the remainder of October 2025. Oh, I'm going to pull it back in there. See if it comes out again. All right, here we go. Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My goats out there. Let's see what's going on in their love life from now all the way to the end of October 2025. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with you guys, my lovelies. If you guys are interested in any personal consultations or any type of spell work or our 21 main character course, you can find all of that on the description links below. Just a reminder, keep in mind it is the busiest season. So if you guys are trying to get consultations, now is the time to do so as we continue and progress through the end of the month. Don't be surprised if you try to schedule and they are showing out of stock, only because we close the calendar basically until we catch up to the readings. Okay, just putting it out there for you guys to know. All right, so here we go, Capricorn. There is a new beginning that is in the horizon for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is someone's been very prideful. Someone's been very in their head, in their ego, in their controlling type of energy, right? They've been trying to contain themselves from reaching out to you. They've been trying to block the connection. And it has a lot to do with the fact that, and this is going to sound crazy, but I've seen it all the time. It's almost like this person knows your worth, Capricorn. They know what you deserve. They know the treatment that you deserve. And there is a part of them that feels like they can match your energy. Or they may substantially be struggling, right? Whether it's in their life, whether it's in their finances, there's something that they feel like you, and I'll go as far as saying they put you in a pedestal. You have the Empress card here. This is representing your energy. Whether you're female or masculine, doesn't matter. Think of it as the Emperor energy. So when they see you as the Empress, they see you as very abundant, very beautiful, very loving, very nurturing, right? With the Ace of Wands, there's a new beginning in the horizon where they've been in their prideful energy. Maybe they shut down. Maybe there's no communication. Maybe they're not communicating as much. And the reason for this is because something recently triggered their fears about you, Capricorn. Now, as we progress, what I'm seeing here is it doesn't matter how much they've been trying to fight this connection or this, the pull that they feel towards you. It's almost like they're recalibrating their energy right now. And again, I feel like it has a lot to do with their fears. Their fears of either not being enough, or their fears of you have it all together, you don't need them, and that could be intimidating to them. But there is a rebalancing that's happening right now where they're coming to the understanding that you don't necessarily need anyone, Capricorn. If you choose someone, it's because you choose to be emotionally open to that person. And they're quickly realizing, you know, even if I have these insecurities, even if I don't have enough, even if I feel like I'm not enough, Capricorn is still open to me. They're still wanting to deepen the connection. And if I don't capitalize on that, they're realizing you're the Empress. They're realizing you can get attention anywhere you go. There's opportunities always everywhere around us. So they're realizing, it's almost like they're having an aha moment of the realization of, I either need to step up and do what Capricorn needs for me to meet them halfway, or I'm going to lose them. And it's so easy for me to know that the possibility of me losing them is very high because of the worthiness that they embody. So again, there's a recalibration that's happening in this connection where they're realizing you are the end all be all. You are who they want to be with. Judgment and justice only indicates that there is a decision that's being made. And in that decision, it's almost a clarity, like a moment of clarity in their mind where they're realizing you are their end all be all. So do not be surprised if they start coming back towards you in a more loving and a more close, I don't want to say clingy, but it does come off as a bit clingy as well, only because they're having the realization that you have options. They're coming to the realization that you are worthy of commitment or marriage, and that you have everything that anyone as a partner would be blessed to have. So again, it's a realization. I've been fighting this connection. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. But wait, Capricorn sees something in me. Because of the way Capricorn is, they wouldn't see something in me if I didn't have that. Maybe it is time for me to step up. Maybe I need to let go of those fears, of that scattered energy, and step up and show up fully in this connection. And that's what I see unfolding for you guys, Capricorn. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here, let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of October 2025. Let's see what's going on with my Aquarius out there. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of October in regards to love and romance. What is unfolding for Aquarius? Oh, we got two cards coming out. We're going to put them back in and see if they come out. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. Aquarius, let's see what's going on with you guys in regards to love and romance. Give me a second. Let me have a sip of my coffee. It's been a very long day, you guys. And I've been working on a lot of videos for you guys, so definitely stay tuned. There's a lot of spell work that's coming to you guys, obviously because of Halloween. And we also have a lot of manifesting videos as well as the podcast, so you guys stay tuned. All right, here we go. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Wow. All right, Aquarius. So what I'm seeing for you guys is, obviously, I'm not sure if you guys know or not. I said obviously, but you probably, if you're not into astrology, you wouldn't know. So we have Pluto entering your sign, and it is absolutely going direct. It hasn't been direct in a very long time. Not in your sign anyways. So there's a lot of transformation that is going to be unfolding for you guys. It's almost going to feel like the complete wheel of fortune, right? Where your luck has been a bit shitty, and it goes from being shitty to being extremely prosperous. And that's exactly what I'm being shown here. Now, when we're talking about relationships and partnerships, I'm seeing that there's been a lot of work, a lot of effort put into this connection, right? And in this connection, there's been an imbalance. So either someone not putting enough effort, or you are not putting enough effort into the connection. But you're coming to the realization, Aquarius, that sometimes we got to let go of our pride, right? We got to let go of our pride, and we need to learn to humble ourselves sometimes in order to solidify and and strengthen the bond in the connection. And the reason I say that is, again, Seven of Coins with the Two of Wands. It's like, I see you really thinking about the investment, the effort, the energy that you've put into this connection. The Star card here representing your energy. But yet you're still feeling a bit undecisive in regards to, do I keep putting effort, or do I let it just fall to wayside? With the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Could be that you're experiencing a lot of difficulties right now. However, the Magician right at the center and the Empress right at the bottom is indicating to me that you're coming to the realization of understanding that whatever you've been putting a lot of effort and a lot of energy to is exactly what you've been experiencing. So if you've been focused on everything that's going wrong in the connection, that's why you continuously keep experiencing that, because that's where your energy and effort is going towards. So it's only going to manifest in the 3D. Now, I see some of you guys being more hopeful or balancing your energy where you're being more optimistic about the connection, and it starts to solidify. It starts to get, stronger. It starts to strengthen the connection and the bond between you two. Now, with the Eight of Coins, it's realizing that, yes, it is worth putting the effort and the investment in it. Empress and the Justice card here, abundance, the recalibrating of the energy, re-strengthening the energy, and empowering the connection here with the Nine of Cups. Now, for those of you guys that are currently single and not dealing with anyone, if you've been on the process of manifesting, or you've been on the process of manifesting, like, let's say, abundance. Let's say you haven't been thinking about love or whatever, but you're focusing on your career, your finance, whatever. It's still self-love. So it's realigning you to be able to draw in that person that is coming towards you, that is going to meet your energy, and that is going to almost become the person that you've always hoped for, but just didn't know that was the person you were hoping for. I hope that makes sense. So I do see a recalibrating of the energy here between you guys, the dynamic. And I do see you guys like really coming together. It's almost like you guys start to feed off of each other's energy, and you realize, again, like I said, that aha moment where you're very capable of manifesting or bringing into your life everything that you desire, when you guys are able to balance each other out and actually put intention towards what you're trying to manifest together. I do see a lot of abundance here. So if you guys have been struggling, let's just say, for example, you've been having issues in your relationship because of finances, that's quickly going to be changing, as I do see a surmount of abundance coming through or surrounding you or coming into the connection, that it brings stability into this connection. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately, whenever, we're going through difficulties or whatever. Obviously, the stress is going to have an impact on the relationship. And I see, again, the re-strengthening and abundance all around this connection. So beautiful energy here, Aquarius. All right, moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Let's see what's going on with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in regards to love and romance for the month of October 2025. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with my lovely Pisces out there. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the remainder of October 2025. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Let's see what's going on with my Pisces out there. Oh, wow. You guys have two aces here. All right, Pisces. So what I'm seeing here is, for a lot of you guys, you're closing out a lot of cycles. This is something you've been experiencing all year. But what I'm seeing here is you could have recently gone through some type of breakup or some type of separation, right? And I see this person coming back around or wanting to restart, wanting to have a new beginning. Now, what Spirit is telling you here is that you need to hold your ground, Pisces, or you need to hold your worth. And what I mean by that is, do not allow people to lead you with words. Allow them to lead you with purpose, with intention, and with action. Because I feel like you're almost being forced to do the self-work, okay? Do the self-work and being clear in what it is that you're looking for when it comes to a partnership, what it is that your needs are. It's almost like the universe is telling you enough of trying to meet everyone's expectations, Pisces. It's time that you start to focus on the needs that you have when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to relationships. Instead of focusing your energy outwardly, meaning focus on what they need, what they want, what I should do, what I shouldn't do, it's time to bring that energy back internally. You know, not even thinking or asking yourself, does this person like me? The question should be, do I like this person? Does this person meet my criteria? Do they meet my standards? Do they meet the treatment that I'm looking for? And the reason why this is necessary right now with the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles knows her worth. The Queen of Pentacles is practical, right? It's about self-sufficiency. It's about knowing your worth. It's about standing in your power. It's about embracing your sovereignty and not allowing people to breadcrumb you, not allowing people to half-ass anything. The Queen of Pentacles does not put up with that fuckery, right? So what they're telling you here is it's time the way you value relationships, or the way you value the importance of being in a relationship, should come secondary to how you value yourself and how you want to be treated in that partnership for that partnership to flourish. It is no longer about, I've been with this person for so long, I've invested so long. Okay, if you've invested and you've been with this person for 10 years, let's just say, right? Or 5 years or 6 years, and they haven't changed their behavior and they're still doing the same shit that they were doing then obviously you're pouring, or I should say you're watering a plant that's plastic. Nothing's gonna come from that. So it's time that you have that realization, and again, be clear and concise on what it is that you do want in order for you to be able to attract that person that is gonna match your needs and that is gonna match your effort. It's all about understanding that yes, you are deserving, but you also need to carry yourself that way. Don't tell yourself, I deserve this and this is my standards, and then next thing you know, you meet a person that's attractive and you bring down the standards just because they don't meet those standards. Do you get what I'm saying? It's about understanding that moving forward, however you decide, or what you decide to put up with and what you don't, is going to be the cycles that you keep repeating moving forward. If you want massive transformation, for those of you guys that are single or have been single for a while and you're wanting marriage, you will get exactly that. You will get the marriage, you will get the commitment as quickly as you start to value yourself and be clear on what it is that you want, and do not settle for anything less than that, Pisces. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is unfolding for them in their love life from now all the way to the end of October 2025. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Aries. Let's see what's going on with you guys in regards to love and romance. Wow. Okay. So Aries, what I'm seeing here is I see you guys at a distance, so there may be no communication, or you may not be communicating with your person, or maybe not communicating as often. The Five of Wands does speak to me about an inner struggle going on, or both of you guys being a bit very defensive, very combative, and it almost feels like it's gotten to the point where this has become a burden, or it's a lot of like, I see you exhausted. I see you guys mentally exhausted. I see you guys maybe wrestling with your emotions and trying to put a front. So what I mean by that is with the Lovers card, this is a very intense connection here off the bat. I can tell you guys, this is soulmate vibes. This is very intense connection, right? And I see you guys looking at a distance and still wanting that end all be all type of situation with this person, and vice versa. They're feeling the same way. With the Lovers, it's just a representation of the connection being divinely guided right now. But with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, there is something that you've been resisting with the 5 of Wands as well, where it's become a burden, or maybe you're not accustomed to dealing with, you know, the responsibilities that come with a commitment, or the responsibilities that come with having the need to be vulnerable in a relationship, right? And that could be something that you're struggling with opening up, struggling with bringing your defenses down. And the person is also reflecting or mirroring that energy. So both of you guys may essentially be struggling with vulnerability. I see you guys being at a distance or not communicating as much. Both of you guys are guarded. Both of you guys feel like you're standing on standards, whatever that may mean. But there is a need for clarity. There is a need for communication that will open up for you guys. But it's going to take for you guys to realize that this connection can no longer progress, or it can no longer stabilize or become something solid unless both of you guys are willing to be vulnerable to each other. So I'll give you guys an example. I was having a conversation with a client where they were speaking to me about like not feeling comfortable with like their person looking at their phone or whatever. And it's not that I'm embracing that toxic behavior. Obviously it comes from insecurity, but essentially what I said was, well, think of it this way. Why should you feel like you have to guard that? Like you have to be, it does come off as secretive if you're defending the fact that you don't want to allow them access to your phone, right? And if you think about it this way, on the grander scale of things. If the person that you love and the person that you're sleeping with and that you're waking up to and going to bed every single day, if you can't trust them and you cannot allow yourself to be vulnerable with them, then why would you want to be with them? Because you got to think of it this way. If that's the person that you're going to bed with, right? It's the only person that has access to, you get what I'm saying? It's the only person that has access to of your undoing while you're sleeping, if you think about it. So that should be your safe haven. That should be the one person you should feel comfortable being vulnerable with, because vulnerability is not weakness. It is necessary in order to strengthen and deepen a bond. So again, I give you that, right? Are you willing to walk away, or are you willing to give up on a relationship just because you feel like you're overburdened because there is some type of self-accountability that needs to happen? Maybe you're not used to that. Maybe you're not used to dealing with someone that could be defensive, that's going to stand their ground, that is going to hold you accountable to your actions. Maybe you're not used to that, and that's the reason why you feel like it's so overburdened, this connection. But in reality, a person that is for you, Aries, a person that is the person that's right for you, is going to push you to expand and grow on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level. It's not the yes man, right? A yes man is never going to expand you or push you into greatness. The person that is set in their boundaries, a person that is going to hold you accountable, also means that they hold themselves accountable. And it's going to be challenging. Of course it is. But what they're telling you is you're coming to the realization, are you willing to walk away from the connection because you don't know how to be vulnerable and you're choosing to not put in the effort because it's too much? Or are you realizing that though you may not know how to be vulnerable, you can be patient with this person and teach each other to be vulnerable because both of you guys have defenses. And it's coming to the realization of that with the Ace of Swords and the Hermit. You're coming to the realization that yes, with the Queen of Pentacles, it is worth the investment. It is worth me growing. It is worth me allowing myself to give myself the opportunity to be happy and to strengthen and stabilize the end all be all, because the potential is there, Aries. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of October 2025. Let's see what's going on with my Taurus out there. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. All right, here we go, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you guys for this month. All right, Taurus. So what I'm seeing here for some of you guys, you're currently going through some type of distancing or some type of, maybe there's a separation. Maybe you're feeling emotionally distant from your person. There is a feeling of, there's a feeling of a loss here. There's a feeling of realizing that what could have been type of energy. Now, what I'm sensing here for some of you guys with the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords, this person that you're dealing with is like stuck in a loop, meaning they're missing you the way you're missing them, or they're wanting to connect with you. They're wanting to rekindle the connection. They just don't know how to approach the situation. So with the Empress card here and the Two of Wands, what they're telling you is stay in your energy, stay in your Empress energy, whether you're female or masculine, does not matter. What do I mean by this? Stay in your receiving energy. Go about your day, do what you must. Don't sit there and cry about the situation. Don't sit there and like obsess over the situation. Start focusing on yourself and you're going to start to see communication open up. And the reason for this is because by you doing that, by you focusing on yourself, by you putting energy and effort towards other things, you're giving the space and the room for that person to not feel energetically like they're being overpowered by your obsessive thinking. When you start to focus on yourself and do you, they start to feel that detachment. And that's what gives them the room and the space to actually get the clarity that, you know what, I don't want to lose Taurus. I don't want them to move on. And it makes it more easier for them to come back around and reach out and try to open communication. I do see communication opening up. I do see this person having the desire and the want to reconnect in a more lighter way. But it's something that they're currently going through. There's like a lot of stagnation when it comes to, you know, feeling stuck. This could be that the person is, you know, reliving whatever it is that caused the distancing, trying to analyze it. It's like, it's just creating this mental loop in their head and they're stuck. They don't know how to move or how to progress in this connection. But again, like I said, if you start focusing on yourself and you start putting energy towards your goals and aspirations, Taurus, you're giving the room and the space and them feeling your detachment, that it brings them back around, because they definitely do want to open communication. They do want to get in better terms with you or have that clarity, that conversation that needs to happen. It's coming through, but it'll happen sooner the moment you start to focus yourself on yourself. Okay. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here, let's see what's going on with Gemini. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. Let's see what's going on with Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to be doing another love reading for all singles out there, okay? So you guys stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys can get notified if the most recent videos going up. If you guys are interested in personal consultations, spell work, or our 21 main character course, you can find all of that on the description links below. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on with you guys for the remainder of this month of October 2025. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. All right, Gemini. So what I'm seeing here is someone is wanting to have quick communication or open up communication or come towards you. This is a person that is, they have this facade, especially because we have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Very stubborn energy. So there could have been a situation that created a need for you to stand your ground, Gemini, or to set boundaries. And instead of this person embracing and meeting you there, meeting you at your standards, it's almost like they pulled their energy back. And the reason for this is because you intimidated them. Of course, they're not going to openly tell you this. But this person is quickly realizing, you know what, me being at stalemate, not reaching out, Gemini is not chasing me. What if the situation turns around? What if they do move on? What if this? What if that? And the wheel is quickly turning in your favor, Gemini. As I do see them being nostalgic, I do see them thinking of reconnecting. And though they may struggle a little bit, or maybe you've been dealing with a bit of inconsistency or maybe no communication at all, that's going to quickly be opening up for you. I want to say in the next, I don't know, in the next week or so, or in the next few days, they may reach out to you, because this person has really been struggling with, and I'm not going to lie, I feel like it has a lot to do with their ego, right? The Emperor and the King of Pentacles is a very stubborn energy. It's a person that's very prideful, not sure what exactly happened or the dynamic that pushed them to feel like they had to be defensive. But you're coming up as the Queen of Swords, which is someone that is about no bullshit, you know, standing your ground, speaking your truth. And this kind of turned the dynamic around. And again, like I said, I see them being very much in their head about wanting to reach out, but maybe they were expecting for you to be the one to chase. And since you're not doing that, they're quickly realizing, well, where's Gemini? What are they doing? What are they up to? Why haven't they reached out? Are they talking to someone? Who are they with? That type of energy. So I do see them reconnecting. I do see, even after the struggle of debating if they should wait, or if they should, you know, just reach out, I see an impulse happening, and then the communication does open up. And the reason for this is because, again, if you don't chase Gemini, they only are forced to sit in that self-accountability energy of kind of being forced to acknowledge or to be forced to see your perspective, because your absence is there and the absence is loud. Okay, so no chasing, Gemini. Let them realize whatever they need to realize on their own. Only then will this person come through for you in a very consistent way. All right, moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. Let's see what's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance for the remainder of October 2025. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go, Cancer. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Holy crap. Whoa. Wowzers. You guys have 3 majors in the very beginning. Oh, 4, 5. Jesus. All right. Cancer, you're definitely going through an upheaval. You're going through a massive transformation, whether you're ready or not. And this is something that you've been experiencing probably the past like 2-3 months. It's almost a feeling of like you're being forced, and this is the universe triggering you. It's almost like your insecurities or your past traumas are being triggered right now. And the reason for this is because there is a need for healing that you've refused to do in the past. With the Judgment card, this is you having that epiphany or having that realization. Knight of Pentacles indicates realizing that a lot of what you've experienced when it comes to relationships and partnerships has a lot to do with unhealed trauma that you've carried to past relationships. So what I mean by that is whatever traumas you were carrying from the past, you're realizing that there is a theme going on in your love life. There is certain things or maybe certain type of people that you've been very drawn to, and you're realizing that they all have some type of commonality between them. And this has a lot to do with, again, the unhealed parts of you that continuously keep attracting this type of energy. Now, in this realization, like I said, For some of you guys, you could have gone through a separation. For others of you, there could have been a breakup. For others of you, it's almost like the relationship is dismantling. And the reason for it is because it's not built on a solid foundation, and it's time you start either decide to start healing to rebuild the connection on a more solid foundation. Or for some of you guys, it's you choosing yourself and walking away from what no longer is serving you, but also with the understanding of what you do deserve. So think of it as if you're coming out of a very toxic connection, you're realizing, I don't deserve this shit. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. And this is what I deserve. And this is what I want. And this is what I need. So there is a clarity that's happening there. With the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups and the Fool, this is renewal energy. This is a new beginning, a new chapter in your love life. For those of you guys that have been single for quite a while, again, if you feel like you've been all over the place when it comes to your emotions, or if you feel like you've been crying a lot, or you've been like really reminiscing about past experiences, this is normal. This is your awareness. This is your higher spirit trying to guide you towards this new beginning here with the Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Fool card. There's a new beginning that is forming for you. That understanding what you do deserve and being clear on what it is that you do want, it is aligning you on the path towards something long-term, towards someone that is going to want to build with you, someone that is going to want to put effort with you, wanting to know that it is a team. It's not just me versus you. It's not competition, that type of energy. Okay. So again, beautiful energy. All right, moving on here. Let's see what's going on with Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance for the month of October 2025. Oh, I'm going to put it back in there. Let's see what's going on with Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Let's see what's going on with you Leos out there. All right, here we go. All right, Leo. So what I'm seeing here is for a lot of you guys, you're going through a revision of what your expectancy is when it comes to partnerships and relationships, okay? What is it that you're willing to do, and what is it that you're not willing to do, or that you're not willing to put up with anymore? Now, if you are currently dealing with someone, I feel like this person has been almost in denial about their feelings for you. There is a feeling of like reminiscing or being nostalgic. So I'm not sure if you guys are at a distance or maybe not really communicating with each other. And it could potentially have everything to do with either commitment, or it has everything to do with old beliefs, not just you, but your person. So I feel like both of you guys have like, both of you guys have very different perspectives when it comes to old beliefs that are currently affecting the connection. Okay. So what your idea of commitment is and what their idea of what commitment is very different. And it could be that you guys essentially have like come from very different backgrounds type of energy, or maybe you guys weren't, there's something that is very distinctive between you two. And that is essentially the biggest blockage here. You may be dealing with someone that is extremely stubborn, or this could be you that is extremely stubborn, Leo, and you're refusing to grow. So what I mean by that is you are choosing to stay in your pride and in your ego and deny yourself. It's almost like you're not wanting to fully accept the feelings that you have for this person, or you're just doing it because it's a defense mechanism. And I feel like this person is kind of mirroring your energy as well. They have a lot of fears when it comes to vulnerability. They have a lot of fears when it comes to like being soft or opening up. This is a person, again, with the Emperor energy. This is a person that is like very shielded, very guarded. Yes, they do feel the connection. Yes, they do see this actually turning into something long-term. However, both of you guys are blocked here with the Four of Coins and the Two of Swords. No one is trying to make a move. No one is trying to come towards the other. It's almost like you guys are trying to stand on business, and that business is bullshit, but because both of you guys want each other, you're just not willing to admit it. But with the Knight of Wands and the Judgment card here and Temperance, I do see you guys coming to the realization that someone, either you or them, is going to have to make the move. You can't be at stalemates for a long time. And I do see the communication opening up, and I do see the rebalancing of this connection, or the stabilizing of this connection as the month progresses. Okay. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. Moving on here. Let's see what's going on with, finally but not least, Virgo. Let's see what's going on with Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in regards to love and romance for the remainder of October 2025. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month remaining of October 2025. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. One more shuffle. All right, thank you, Spirit. Here we go. Virgo, let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, Virgo. So what I'm seeing here is, for some of you guys, you may be at a distance or maybe not communicating. Maybe some type of physical distancing or emotional distancing where you guys are not communicating. I see you guys really like having to, there's almost this feeling of like, I've put a lot of effort into this connection, and it's almost to the point where it's become exhausting or it's become draining. And it has a lot to do with the fact that this person is very methodical. And what I mean by that is, this is a person that is definitely not in their heart chakra. This is a person that, when they start to feel the pull towards you, they analyze and try to like analyze their way out of reaching out. You know, it's almost like they're talking down to themselves about convincing themselves not to reach out, not to, you know, basically allow you to be the one to reach out to them. However, with Temperance, is showing me that this is something that's been ongoing. So you could be dealing with someone that maybe has avoidant issues, or maybe you're dealing with someone that just has like vulnerability issues, someone that is very used to like being in control or carrying themselves in a very controlled manner. But with Temperance, there is a healing that needs to happen in this connection. And it has a lot to do with the fact that both of you guys have been holding back, or both of you guys have been like, it's almost like if you see them loving and caring, then you do the same. But the moment you feel them start to get a little bit distant, then you get distant and defensive. And that's what creates the tension in this connection. However, there is a reawakening of this connection that's happening here with Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and the Tower. There's an aha moment. Someone is being forced, and I feel like this is your person. They're being forced to acknowledge that, you know, you're coming up as the Empress. So this is the end all be all. This is how they see you, the end all be all. You have everything they've ever wanted. There is no doubt that this person has feelings for you. I just feel like they've tried the best they can to suppress them. Maybe this distancing, you know, yes, they miss you. Yes, they think of you, but they're coming up as the King of Swords. So the moment they miss you, they can like tell themselves, don't reach out. If Virgo wants to reach out, if they care for you, they'll reach out. That type of energy. But I feel like it's getting to the culmination of something, them experiencing something that triggers them, that pushes them, that gives them that jolt to reach out and communicate. And it has a lot to do with the fact that they don't know either what's going on with you, or you've been very mysterious. This could be that they have been watching your social medias. Maybe you haven't been posting anything. Maybe you've been very quiet. Maybe you've been very secluded. and they're just wondering like what's going on, why isn't Virgo being active? So a lot of their insecurities are starting to come up. And again, it's them realizing, I do miss Virgo. I do need them in my life. This is the person that I want to be with. And it's almost like that realization, that aha moment of, you could be at the cusp of losing Virgo, and that's the jolt that pushes them to reach out and open communication. And that communication comes in very quickly. So this could be like a random text or a random call, something that you're definitely not expecting, Virgo, other than the fact that I just told you. But it's coming in very quickly. Okay, so don't be surprised if you do hear from them. Keep in mind, for you Virgo risings, Libra, Venus just went into your second house of Libra. So again, that desire, that want to reconnect, to feel your warmth, to feel that, yes, you're still emotionally invested in them, is something that they are seeking, and they will be reaching out very quickly. All right, my lovelies, wishing you guys the very best. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys soon. Till then, bye for now.